Hello and welcome to Sega News Bits. I'm Nomad Borgata. With me is Lil Cartridge. How you doing, Lil Cartridge? Lil C.
It's only Game Gear size cartridge.
Y'all blow on Lil Cartridge. Y'all get him working. So, if you can't tell from my whatever the hell I'm saying, we are going to be talking about the Sonic the Movie, the theme song from, get this, here's the lineup, y'all. It's Wiz Khalifa, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Yachty, and Sueko the Child. And the song is called Speed Me Up.
Yeah.
I mean, so what do you think about this? I mean, first off, first impressions before we really dig into this.
So, I think this is just like, I told you this before we even recorded this, but this is really feels like the kind of like the Aquaman or the new trend in these movies where they get a really popular artist, they put them all together, and they use this as a marketing vehicle because they know people are going to be streaming this artist or they're going to be just listening to the single and not even if they're not going to watch the movie or have any interest in Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, Lil Yachty and Wiz Khalifa are huge artists. And the whole point is that they want people to know that Sonic the Hedgehog's attached to this and the movie's coming out. And I'm assuming that's the whole thing, right? So it's not really made for like, I don't know, how can you say it? Like, it's more of a promotion for the movie than it is more for the artist, in my opinion. Because, like, I don't think little kids watching Sonic the Hedgehog are going to be listening to Lil Yachty's next album.
No, and someone in the Sega Bits Discord made a really good point. They said, "Boy, I would have loved to see Crush 40 or T-Lopes, but I guess no one knows who they are. Like in the general public, they don't know who they are, and it sucks. But it's like you look at from the marketing side of things, and we've experienced this ourselves. I'll get into that briefly, but like they look at this and they're like, well, do we either give it to these people who the fans know, and that will, you know, give them something that they like, or should we give it to these artists who have 20 million subscribers and it's Wiz Khalifa and these guys have worked on like the Ninja Turtles, Paramount, Out of the Shadows, Knock Knock, You About to Get Shell Shocked.
Was that a good one? I didn't hear it.
No, it sucked. Okay. It was not
and
good.
It's like I told you.
Or no, that was for the first one. The second one was good. It was just a remix of the 80s theme song.
And like I said, like they do this with a bunch of movies. Like even Aquaman had a song with Pitbull or whatever. I don't like the artist Pitbull, but like people do like him out there, and I think it's just big ad. And
for sure. And I mean, this is what they do. Like I was mentioning us, and I guess the reason why I compare us to like Wiz Khalifa in that sense is like we get passed over a lot more now for reviewing stuff first, for having any exclusives, because they go for the big name YouTubers or they go for the big name quote unquote influencers, and where they're looking is YouTube subscribers, and I think that's where they look. Yeah. You know, they're not looking at how long they've been in the business, how many clicks they get on their website, how many people are looking at their stuff outside of YouTube, whatever. But it's just like, I get it, it makes business sense, but like at the end of the day, would you have rather had a really awesome like T-Lopes Crush 40 mashup or this?
I mean,
like as a fan,
obviously, I mean, you know where my loyalties lie, but like,
for sure,
I don't think.
Be real though.
I think they could have this and have a track with T-Lopes. I mean, would the T-Lopes and the Crush 40 one even matter to mainstream audience? Nah. Should it be a single where they promote the movie? No. But can they have other artists inside the movie? I mean, Junkie XL is doing the soundtrack, right?
For sure, yeah. And he did an interview and he talked about how he actually wanted to use the Genesis sound chip and the studio wouldn't let him, so he used like kind of Genesis sounding songs, tunes and stuff. But that just goes to show you. I mean, this is the same studio that's like, no one's gonna like a Sonic movie, and then they're like, oh, what if it's a buddy cop film? Like, they clearly are out of their element. They don't know what they're making.
Oh, they're trying to make a mainstream audience. I think they're just looking at what's worked, like the Chipmunks or the Ninja Turtles. It's always like a human teaming up with whatever. The Venom movie. So they're just like putting things together that they just want to make as much money out of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie as possible. And if we didn't complain, they wouldn't have fixed anything. They would have just released it as is.
Right. So I mean, let's talk about the song. So this is first off, this is definitely no Sunflower. You know, like this is not Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse's version of a Post Malone song that actually really does well. I mean, I can't see the song. Okay, so it kicks off. I was telling people it has Pac-Man sounds, but I think it's more just like Atari arcade sounds. You can hear it at the beginning. It's like that, you know. And it has a very 80s beat. I honestly think the people producing this looked at Sonic, thought video games, and their mind immediately went to, well, video games are 70s and 80s arcade games, and like 80s, like ding 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 ding, and none of that fits with Sonic. Like, I'm sorry, like, you're not nailing the Sega sounds, and you're outside of way too many ring loss sound effects in this, and you're not nailing the sound of 90s. To be honest, it feels like a wannabe like 80s Drive, you know, that sort of thing where it's like, I don't know, it doesn't have a up tempo. It's not joyous or anything. It's just like these guys just like talking about making money and stuff, and it just makes no fucking sense to me.
Isn't it all Sonic about is making money, getting those golden rings, destroying technology, and going back to a more pure, clean Earth? It's capitalism, dude.
I mean, I guess you're right. I think you're actually right. This is a great song. But it's interesting. The interesting thing is you actually look at the video, Sonic's rescuing a turtle, and it shows green hills, and he goes past the cop car. So there's actually, like, the entire plot of the film is in this music video.
And did you like the music video at least?
I thought it was okay. I liked that they were using the classic Sonic, like Sonic 1 stuff, though it was very clear that someone with a loose grasp on pixel art was doing the stuff. Like, the Sega made stuff looked good, but the rappers looked really bad. I actually did like the Eggman art looked nice, or Robotnik art looked nice. And like the backgrounds in that saloon actually looked really nice, but it was just, I don't know, like it.
I understand.
It's not perfect.
It's not perfect,
but it's fine.
No. But like I've been thinking about lately, like these artists that like I always go like, oh man, they release this track, it's so terrible, nobody's gonna like it. It's just like a joke. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you go on YouTube and the kids are like memeing on it or they're sharing it. And it's like, what the hell? This thing has like 10 billion views by the time you look at it. It's like Kanye West when he did that little Peep song where he was wearing the big old like Minecraft suit and it was like just staring at the camera. It's like,
yeah, I
don't know what it is, but like, I mean, maybe these artists know more than we do. I mean, I think this is for the people in their teens and their early 20s. So definitely, I guess if you're marketing towards those people, I think the studio just assumes that Sonic fans are just going to show up anyway, regardless. And I think they're probably right.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. All right, so Wiz raps, they play some baseball, then Lil Yachty comes out. You were telling me this guy's definitely not kid friendly.
I don't know if he's not kid friendly, but like I don't really listen to him, but he's just one of those like I sing in auto-tune rappers, right?
Oh, he sounds awful.
Yeah, I personally don't enjoy his type of music. Like, so I understand though why he's on here. I think he's really popular right now for weird reasons. Kind of like a Pet Bull kind of thing, where I'm like, what's going on here? Why, people?
And let me preface this because I have seen people like on social media and stuff talking about the song and they go, oh, it's rap. You know, rap is just, well, you just add a C and it's crap. I've never liked hippity hop. And it's like, no, like me personally, I love hip hop. I love rap. This is bad. Like that's not me coming from that place where I'm like, oh, I don't like those rippity rappers coming out with their saggy pants. Like these guys, their pants are actually pretty high up. Look at Lil Yachty. He's got those yacht pants on. Like his pants are higher than mine sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, their pants game is strong. Like, let's be honest here. We're not making fun of their pants. It's amazing pants. Especially the waist.
Yeah, for sure.
Ratio.
What'd you think about them running down the half pipe and it's like road signs to San Francisco? Did you see that?
It's obviously that we're gonna get Sonic Adventure 2 next, right? And there's actually, have you seen all these people that have been like dissecting the music and like the bars and stuff? And they're like, he said tails and rails, so tails is gonna come back and Sonic Adventure railing is gonna be in the next movie. You hear about that?
Yeah, and they say Knuckles too.
So
yeah, I heard that.
So is that a preview, or are these guys just like super stoned saying whatever they want so they could
I think they're super stoned saying whatever they want. Let's be honest. Then Ty Dolla $ign shows up, and he looks like the oldest guy out of the bunch here. I assume he looks, he's doing his thing. He's rippity rapping. And then,
well, you could talk about the last guy, because this is the weirdest one out of all of them. This is like the number one boomer thing where it's like, oh, TikTok? Yeah, kids love TikTok. We got to get that guy on.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Well, talk about the last guy.
All right. So this guy's Sueko the Child, and he was from what I've gathered, a TikTok user, and his song was called Fast. And so if you think about that, Fast, he has blue hair, and he's on TikTok. I think they just looked at those and were like, oh, he's perfect for Sonic. Plus, we can throw in a white guy. I'll be honest, I thought this guy was like an SNL character that they just tacked on at the end as a joke. Like, he does not look like a legitimate person that exists and like wakes up and says, this is me. Like, I don't know.
I think it's the problem is like, I don't know, maybe he's not real. Maybe he's like Hatsune Miku.
I don't think he's real. I think he's a parody. He's got to be a parody. Like, he knows he's being a goof, right?
Maybe like Little Dicky or whatever, where there's like rappers. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe this is like, I don't know. It's kind of nightmare fuel.
Yeah. It is nightmare fuel, for sure. Now, I think the interesting thing pertaining to the movie here... Oh, first off, at the end, they play 4-player Sonic 1, which makes absolutely no sense.
You don't play...
And...
I mean...
Yeah. Though if you take a look at Lil Yachty's face, he just does not... He looks like... he looks scared. But the interesting thing is, like, the plot of the movie's in here. So, basically, Sonic lands on Earth. He helps a turtle cross the street. He gets into the car with Tom the cop, and then I guess he goes to like a baseball stadium and stuff. Maybe that's before Tom, like where he's playing around. Robotnik shows up. Then they go on a road trip. They hide at a bar. They go to San Francisco, there's a fight in Green Hills, and then I think they go to San Francisco. There's a big battle at the end, and then they run through the rings and go to Egypt. And they go to the Great Wall of China before they end up back in Green Hills. And then I think they end up at his home. So
it's a buddy adventure movie. I think they should have just made it like Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, but like Sonic the Hedgehog, where he's stopping Sega from making a video game about him. And that's the whole movie. I mean, it's the same.
That would be great.
It's the same thing, basically.
That would be awesome.
Anyway, anything you want to add about the music video and how much you liked it, and where they could buy the single?
Oh, well, okay, so I think the song's awful. I think the music video itself is actually pretty decent, like 6 out of 10 decent. And I don't know, like I don't know. I'm not really feeling the movie. I think everyone knows that, but I'm pretty sure I'll be seeing it opening weekend.
Yeah, of course.
So that counts for something.
Yeah. And we want to know what you guys think about this leaked song. I guess now it's officially out with Little Yachty and Wes Khalifa and I don't know,
Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty Dolla $ign. Is this what you guys assumed was going to be the single? Is that the right? Let us know in the comments below. Bye.
All right. Peace.